What's up, freaks? If you're new to the channel, I know that most of you come to YouTube because you want to see the next big thing. A guy driving a Ford Ranger tank, putting 20 turbos on my car. Ooh, look at this swap. I got none of that to offer for you. But if you like reality and somebody who's gonna keep it real on the highs and lows of building a car, this is the channel for you. Welcome to Barn Built Dreams. Let's go.
To some losses through the process had me furious, but I got eyes on the vision, can't get delirious. Fall in love with the game and then you marry it. I think I married it. This the anthem. If you reckon with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem. If you get up and get it, put your hands up.
Blew a head gasket yesterday. Not freaking ideal, right? So, in a way to not spend $120 on a trial and error type gig, I found the radiator cap that was on the blue car. I tried a couple different radiator caps. Some of them go on. They all feel the same sloppiness. I don't know the answer here, but I just put that on, and I got the old, Stop Leak 7000, aka the shop rag, and it stopped the leak from going everywhere in the car, but it's still wet. As much as I'd love to say wet is good, it is not in this scenario. I don't have an honest answer because I thought the he-her in the fancy radiator cap was a problem. I went around touching all the other radiator caps and they freaking he-her too. So now it makes less sense. Because race car, oh boy. Oh yeah, you just seen my guy doing stretches. That's what happens when you're around Harley. You get all of the stress in your back. So, thanks. So I appreciate you, Jeff. He's seeing that I was about to tap all 75 of these holes. He's like, hey, I got a thing that can put stuff in there. I was like, oh boy. Thanks, Jeff. So he's about to handle that for me. Yep. Any final words?
It's gonna make it hot.
You're always hot, Jeff. All right, so here we are, getting ready to go testing. And after days of trying to get this daggum thing to stop leaking, I could not figure out a way to do it. I had assumed that this being stripped out was part of the problem. If you look up in there, you can see the radiator cap. Well, that NPT fitting screwed in there and it hit that radiator cap. You can see a couple dents even. It didn't matter. We re-welded it, re-tapped it, made sure that I had a bung that would not go all the way in and interfere regardless, and it did not change anything. So, here's what we did. Got all custom with the OEM job for now, and I think this should do the job. The biggest worry I had here is 16AN line, of course, a pain in the butt to work with, but I must say, that hose turned out daggum good. The only problem is, if I ever need to reuse this, that was the only hose I had made that didn't kink with this, but I don't think we're there. So ultimately, what I think is going to happen is we're going to get a hold of Fat Boy Fab and see what about one of his billet jobs if we decide this one ain't going to work. I mean, besides that, I'll be honest with you, it just looks better. Do I need it? No. Can I afford it? No. Should I buy it right now? No. So will I? No. But if a day comes where I don't like that, that's what we're going to do for sure. Especially since it's already got us hooked up on the gas cover, brake reservoir, and the money-making hood hinges. So it only makes sense. And if you ever want to try to find a trans filter locally, I highly suggest you find it ahead of time. These things are not on a need-to-get basis. Every single place I called that said they had it or could get it that day had the wrong one. They just type in Mitsubishi Eclipse. It is not the right one. After getting the part number from Andrew, thanks Andrew, shout out to you, homie, because you always come through on answering the questions and you do it in a timely manner. So I just genuinely appreciate that because we all live busy lives. Thank you. So we are doing a trans flush right now, and we're about to put some of that Maxima trans fluid in there. I'm really excited about this, man. Like, I just get excited to use, stuff from our venture. So again, John at Maxima, thanks, man. Means everything to me. Truly grateful, and just fired up to put that in the car. That is a process, though. I hate putting trans fluid in these cars. It just takes longer than it's supposed to, I believe. I'll show you some of that when we get there because maybe I'm just impatient. I don't know, but if I pour oil in, I can pour oil in. If I pour trans fluid in, it's like pour a little bit, nah. Pour a little bit, nah. He-her, no. Shank, no. Better back off to a he-her. He, her, he. Anyway, you'll see. Okay, so cue the Jeopardy music. Oh yeah, seems like it's going fast, going fast. Oh, it's coming up the tube already. Oh boy, there it goes. And then if I stop filling it, it's gonna go bloop and splash trans fluid everywhere. Watch. See? Fun. So yeah, this takes a really long time. How many quarts are in a gallon today? 4?
8.
A gallon?
Yeah.
Bullshit. How many quarts are in a gallon?
4.
You told me the other day there are no stupid questions. First, let me start by crying. We're not going testing. It doesn't make sense. There's a track 4 hours away that has like an 8-hour window. Again, if the forecast is going to be right, they never are. So I'm not going to drive 4 hours, hope they drive the track, hope I get to make I don't know how many people would show up. It could be a clusterfuck. I could waste a bunch of money I don't have going to do it. Trust me, I want to do the thing. Packing up for the track kind of fired me up altogether. Getting the car ready, feeling, maybe it's good. Maybe I got a good test pass. But anyway, I'll say this. I put the OEM style thermostat housing on, and it's what Ryan said, leaking less, so it's better. Right?
Sometimes less is better, not always, but in this case,
right.
Less is better.
I'm looking for none, though, ideally. But I did notice when I was tightening this sensor, I did notice that it felt, I want to say stripped, I guess, rather. It's an NPT fitting, so you should feel the tension go in there and just tighten. Now, I felt none of that. It's pretty much tightened all the way in now, but I did start to feel some of the stuff. So, I'm not taking the car back off of jack stands to see if it's not leaking, because I'm freaking sick of doing that, and I thought I was done. I should have known better because I smelled coolant as soon as I pulled in the garage. But anyway, that's where we are. I'll update you as I continue to leak coolant and trans fluid everywhere and get nowhere and just keep doing it. I don't mind working a lot. I just hate working a lot on the same things over and over and over. So I'm going to try not to do that. And hopefully this is the time. So you guys got any suggestions? You want to buy me some new stuff? Because every freaking thing I bought don't do it anyway.
I got a suggestion.
Okay, hold on, wait. Is it PG?
100%.
Okay, what you got?
I would probably take this and put it on there like that.
So that's just for trans fluid, but you're also correct. That's probably what that is.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
So I did just do that. But so there's trans fluid there. That's because that wasn't there.
That's here and there.
Right. Good job, Ryan. I'll keep you around for another day.
Okay. Yay!
Good job, Ryan.
Yay!
All right. I took the night to kind of just feel how I felt, hate it, be mad about it, sad about it, all of the things. Now it's time to get back to business. Blew a head gasket yesterday. Not freaking ideal, right? Trying to figure out the coolant leak. Also had a transmission leak, but they only leaked under load. So jack stands, revving it up, idle time, did nothing. Had to take the car out. Took it out a bunch yesterday and got on it a bunch yesterday, and admittedly, one too many times. I don't know what happened, but the boost spiked, coolant pressure went up, heard a pop, did the stuff. Talk about that later maybe. Until then, time to get to work. All right, so here is what's really crazy. I'm gonna call this the best worst case scenario, because the head, not that bad. The block, not that bad. I don't know how much luckier you can get and have a situation like that happen. So here's part of the theory that we have so far. I was driving the car on the street. Even though I was going at a low mile per hour, the shift point did not put it in second gear. It put it in third gear, so it made it super laggy. So when I pressed on the gas and it took forever to build the boost, it took forever to do anything really. It took forever, and then it just boost spiked up to 48. Here's the weird part. Again, in theory, this gasket and setup should be fine. While taking the head apart, I did use a torque wrench, and I probably also should have retorqued the head. Couple reasons why I didn't. They are here nor there, and everybody is going to have an opinion on this. Copper gaskets, usually for retorque. Still doesn't hurt to do it. I personally highly recommend it. Almost every time I've ever retorqued a head, I've been thankful I did. Not that it was dramatic or drastic, but I was just glad I did. So anyway, third gear, press the gas, nothing's happening. It has a hard time keeping up, caused a boost spike, hit 48 PSI, caused 70 PSI of coolant pressure because it obviously lifted the head, pushed the ring out, blah, blah, blah. I almost want to attribute the fuck up for making the fuck up not as fucked up. So technically, if we didn't fuck up, it wouldn't have happened, obviously. But since it did, and the head might not have been torqued all the way, the ring had a place to go, and it didn't skew the block or head as much. That's my dumb logic of being optimistic. But I'm going to show you this, and you're going to be probably as shocked as I am that it's not that bad. So here is the block. I mean, you can just barely even tell where the ring blew out there. I mean, golly, how much better could that scenario be, truly? Again, as far as the head, I just don't even, it doesn't. So yeah, definitely best worst case scenario. Look at that. So we're gonna resurface it and be dialed. So right now I'm about to take it apart. The plan is, Tyler said, get it to me now, yesterday, 4 days ago. What are you waiting on? Hurry up. He has more than enough to keep him busy with everybody else, with everything he's got going on. He's got travel. Nobody appreciates people's time and energy more than me. So again, thank you, Tyler. To everybody who reaches out, man, it means a lot that you reach out. But you got to think, if I post a problem on Facebook, I get 75 messages, whatever it is. Today was probably like 25 of people saying, what happened? What was the timing? Did you check it? I'm going to keep it in the family and keep the circle small, so those who are close with what's happening with the car will know, obviously. And those who aren't will just see the basics I throw in the video. And I always do my best to keep it real because there's no other option, man. It's who I am. I share my highs. I share my lows. I don't care if I make a mistake or whatever. I learn from it. So we could have the car potentially back together by Monday. Fire me up. Thanks again, Tyler. Your time, your energy, and your effort to make this work with me means truly everything to me. I can't thank you enough. Enough of this crap. I'm gonna go take this head apart. Since I already know I'm gonna miserably fail at this, I'm gonna document something. While I had this all apart, this fuel pressure sensor, when the alternator is hooked up, has interference. So I'm running some extra grounds from the alternator. Two things. Also, I was gonna move my fuel pressure sensor, but I can't find it. When I find it, I'll move it. And then besides that, this axle seal was leaking. So while that was leaking, I assumed why not change the other one? Popped it out. The transfer case was of course in the way, so I popped it out. And I found out that my axle was also separated. So in a weird way, it worked out that none of this worked out. So I found a bunch of stuff that wasn't working out. So now we can move forward. I got the old axle seal out. Here's that, Johnny. And I got the other one in. And then transfer case will go back on. I'm gonna go ahead and empty the fluids out of it because, again, trying to make the best of a bad situation. Here we are. Look at me now. Look what I can do. Anyway, that's where we're at. Oh, and did I mention the head is already back from Tyler and he put some go slow on it. Check this out. Lies. This makes it faster forward. Anyway, so the wife did some run around, got the head gasket from Lane Automotive, so I didn't have to stop doing what I'm doing. Also, it's busy as crap at work, so we're just doing a whole bunch of things. Anyway, it's all coming together. Bragging rights, I'm coming, baby. It ain't over. I ain't got no quit in me. I'm too stupid. Anyway, see you soon. It's hard not to think worst case scenario and just pray that it's not gonna stop you. The reality is where we're at, man, I didn't have much left to give other than my heart, you know, my passion. That don't pay for parts, and luckily, we doing all right. So, just feeling really blessed, man, really grateful. Best worst case scenario, bragging rights, we still in it, baby. We still in it. Let's go, baby. Woo! All right, so it is the next day. Took the car out, and honestly, for the first time since I've had it back together, I can honestly say I enjoyed myself. I went to a Speedway, got pumpy 85, went cruising, probably cruised for like 45 minutes, and just the only thing that was missing was music. But the car did all the things. I actually couldn't even get it hot. I was trying to just get it hot, burn all the stuff off. What I did get though was that stupid freaking Kool-Aid coming out of the exhaust from the issue, and it blew all up and down the side of the car. That's gonna be fun to clean up. But I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you the only leaks that I have from it sitting overnight. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know that they're leaks so much as from when I overfilled the transfer case, flipped it upside down, backwards, sideways, and got some on top, and when I finally put it down, it probably just drained out. Obviously, I'm gonna clean this up, jack the car up, see where we're at, plus I gotta retorque the heads. Anyway, right now, I'm waking up a happy dude. But because race car, they could change it any minute, but I'm gonna stay optimistic. Going from what I was facing every single time the car left the shop, those two little, I can't even really get them on camera. I'll be dipped. They're there, I promise. There's one, but there's the size relevance. So it could be nothing. Like I said, I'll jack that up, we'll figure that out. Oh boy. All right, so we did get the heat cycles done last night, like I said. Got the valve cover off, retorqued the head. I'll be honest with you, I can't think of a time I've ever pulled the valve cover and retorqued the head and been like, I wish I didn't do that. Even if it didn't move, even if it seemed fine, it's just reassurance. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, should have done that on the first one. Had some reasoning as to why we weren't doing it, but put that in the toolbox and know that regardless of gasket, if you can access them suckers, go do it. It hurts nothing and potentially saves a lot of things. So we got that done. I'm gonna put it all back together proper now with all the bolts and all the covers and all the stuff, because I didn't want to do all that if I knew I was taking the valve cover off. Do all that and then just keep checking away at things, man. Leaks, stuff like that, because that leak stuff bugs me. I know it's hard to stop it from sweating horsepower when we get this big dick energy, but I'm gonna do my best. And I still am not convinced that that's a leak. I think that might be, like I said, a little bit of spillage just catching up with itself, but we'll see. So boom, that's all the progress for today's video. But I would say that was a pretty good roller coaster of an episode. Literally getting ready to go testing, blow the car off. Oh, damn. Off. Blow the car. Gave it. Okay. So, boom. That's all the progress for today's video. I'd say that's a pretty good roller coaster of an episode, though. Hey, we got the thing running. Let's go testing. Rain's gonna cancel it. The freaking Mexico streets are dry. Let's go out there. Boom! Head gasket. Your boy looks at his bank account. He looks at the reality of the situation. He gets in his feels. He has poopy pants. He takes the time to, feel the poop, not to the point of a rash. I take them off, and then I reach inside my pants and I grab my nuts and remind myself I'm a man and that I'm him. And we start finding solutions. And we had a lot of people who had our back, and I'm truly, truly grateful. All the way up to the point that we're already running. 3 days, we're already running. So yeah, I'm proud of that. Bragging rights, y'all didn't get that lucky. You didn't get rid of us. The biggest competition is still coming, baby. I promise y'all that, and I cannot wait. I'm so fired up. So you guys know what I'm up to. What are y'all up to? How's progress going on your vehicles? Because I can promise you this, if you're not out there working on them, they're daggum not getting done. So anyway, get your butt out there and get on them. And as always, get outside your comfort zones. Feed dreams and start fears, y'all.